Do you feel the vibes?
The 2019 Porsche 911 range will be headed by a 630 bhp Turbo S, and the hottest model has just been spotted testing in Scandinavia. As shown by our spy pictures, the entire lineup will receive a more muscular look, featuring a raised engine cover that takes influence from the iconic design of Speedster models from yesteryear. But the Turbo and Turbo S models will remain the most aggressive, with wide rear arches and a fixed rear wing signaling their potent performance. Read on for more about that. Much of their added muscle comes thanks to the next-gen 911's haunchback, which resembles that of 2011's 997 Speedster, itself a model influenced by the original 356 Speedster from 1954. The raised rear is likely a design feature rather than a technical requirement to fit a hybrid powertrain. Although the 992 Generation 911 will be the first to be offered with hybrid technology, Autocar understands that this change will have no noticeable impact on the car's exterior design. Engines and power outputs. The future 911 range, including the GT3, will exclusively use turbocharged 6-cylinder engines, marking the end of naturally aspirated units for the lineup. The GT3 will deliver more than 500 bhp, while the standard models are set to get an extra 10-15 bhp over today's Carrera and Carrera S. The current Carrera and Carrera S deliver 364 bhp and 414 bhp respectively, so the 992 Generation 911 will produce 375-429 bhp. The hybrid 911 model will be introduced in 2020. It will run the flat 6 with an electric motor, providing limited all-electric and performance-boosting functions. The electrified powertrain has provided engineers with a packaging challenge, but product line director Erhard Mossel, now retired, previously told Autocar that CO2 regulations in 2020 have spurred on the hybrid model's development. The range-heading Turbo S will be powered by a ramped-up version of the current car's 3.8-liter flat 6 to make it a genuine threat to the Ferrari 488 GTB. Porsche engineers have decided against including hybrid technology on the variant in a bid to save weight. The future flagship series model will borrow engine hardware from the GT2 RS to ensure that its output jumps by 50 bhp compared with today's Turbo S, edging it to within 30 bhp of the 488 GTB. The regular turbo model that sits beneath the S is predicted to have 592 bhp, which is 61 bhp more than today's 991 version. Both the Turbo and Turbo S will be capable of more than 200 miles per hour. Performance will, therefore, be scintillating, with the 2.9 seconds 0 to 62 miles per hour time of the current Turbo S beaten and the turbo ducking beneath the 3-second mark for the first time of the Porsche cars in production after the 992's launch. Only the electric Mission E will be quicker off the line, although it won't join the family until 2020. Evolved chassis. The 992-911, which is the 8th generation of the sports car, will be built around an evolved MMB structure with a wider footprint than the current 991. The photographed test car above, spotted last year, wore wheel arch extensions, evidence of a wider track that will give the 992 improved high-speed stability and better space for rear passengers. The car's length will remain unchanged. Modular design will enable the structure's use for next-generation versions of the Boxster and Cayman, while it could also influence the design and engineering of future Audi R8 and Lamborghini Huracan models. The updated structure will make more extensive use of high-strength steel and aluminium in order to cut weight. Visible on the photographed cars is a full-width retractable rear wing. This will come as part of several active aerodynamic parts tasked with enhancing stability with downforce when additional grip is required. An active front spoiler is also a possibility. although this hasn't been seen on test cars so far. Interior and dashboard. The latest Cayenne and Panamera offer the biggest clues as to what the 992-911's dashboard design will be like. Spotted development cars have featured a central rev counter that's flanked by two digital screens, located in a cluster that curves around the center console touchscreen. The technology mimics the wraparound design of Volkswagen Group stablemate Audi's virtual cockpit but keeps a more traditional layout, with revs remaining the main focus, like its forebears. The 992-911 will also be produced in Targa form, although this isn't expected to arrive until later.